Today I want to walk you through my Notion to-do list. This is a thing that I use every day as a woman with ADHD to stay on track and on task with my whole life. So this is my regular to-do list. Currently I'm recording on a Saturday, so I've already done all of these things in the week. This is the last piece of content that I need to work on, and then I will do the kitchen after dinner, the washing after I've filmed this, then I'll do all of my social media posts after that, and then I'll work on my Jin cosplay. So this is where I'm at today, but I'm going to be taking you guys through my template version because this one is empty and you can kind of use it how you want. It's also available at this link, which I will link in the YouTube description. If you do want a copy, you can just have it for free. It's not a very complicated template, but I want to just walk through it because it really helps in my organization. I made this template very simply. This isn't even a database. This is just a page that I have in Notion. So not a database at all, not complicated to set up, not complicated to use. So we have the header, we have the icon, we have the title, which is my to-do list. Then I have 5 text columns with checklists inside, and each checklist thing is an item that you can turn into different things. I have it set up Monday through to Friday, and then the weekends down here. This column here, which is my other column, I use this to put any longer term to-do list items. So anything that, I know I'm going to be doing later on, maybe a couple of months down the line, just as a reminder for myself. I tend to forget these things easily. If I go back to my to-do list, I have to buy a haul from Named Collective, fix some Kaiser cosplay stuff, book my flights for PAX. I know I still haven't done it, and buy a Secret Lab footrest for my Secret Lab chair. These are things that I do want to do eventually, and I will get around to them. And then underneath that, I have a weekly reset thing. I know there is a way you can do it with a button. I think Katie Steckley has a way that she does it, but I couldn't figure it out for the life of me, so I just have this, which I find pretty easy anyway. But basically, every week I have my basic tasks that I know I'm going to be doing every single day. So every single day I'm cleaning my kitchen, I'm doing a load of washing, I post on all of my socials every day. That for me is a non-negotiable. I post at least once a day on all of my socials. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I go to the gym. Usually on Sundays, I do my groceries. I had them switched for this here. So I have 4 days of gym, then I have groceries on a Sunday, and then I have my weekly content order on a Sunday as well, where I just go through all of my content and see how it's tracking and see what I can improve, etc. But basically, every day I go through and I tick off this list. If there's anything specific that I want to add in, so if I know I need to post a specific thing on a specific platform for, contra or affiliate or, whatever extra bits and pieces I'm doing, or any specific extra details for my YouTube video, if I need to edit it rather than film, I'll put in edit just as an extra reminder for myself. And if I have anything coming up in my daily planner, so for example, if I am going to the Demon Slayer screening, I would have that on whichever day of the week. So that all gets put in here. I'll go through, tick everything off. Once I've ticked everything off for the week, I reset them. So this is where the weekly reset comes in. And there are 2 ways you can do this. If I've had a pretty regular week, I'll usually ignore this. I'll go and select all of these in Notion like that, and I can just press untick. And if there's anything that I'm not doing this week, obviously I'm not going to another Demon Slayer screening on Monday, you can just delete it and it'll reset everything that was ticked to be unticked. If it's been a busy week and I don't want to untick and delete all of this stuff, I'll literally just grab this, copy it, and then paste it in here. And then if it is the Wednesday where I don't have gym, I can just remove gym. So that's essentially how I use this system, and this works really well for me because I have the Notion app on my PC where I spend most of my time. So that's already on my PC. I just usually have Notion open 24/7. I also have the Notion app on my phone. And so if I'm out of, I'll just open up the Notion app on my phone and I'll type in anything extra. I'll tick off anything I've done during the day. This system works well for me because I need to live off of to-do lists. As someone with ADHD, I forget everything constantly. I live off of to-do lists. I used to have like a physical book. I used to have a daily diary. I used the Hobonichi a lot, which is a really popular daily life to-do list book from Japan. And I would buy a Hobonichi every year around September, and I would be really excited because oh my god, look, I have my Hobonichi. But bringing it around with me is really tricky because it's an extra thing I need to put in my bag, and I need to write everything down. I need to make sure I have a pen with me. I need to make sure I have all these extra bits and pieces with me just for my to-do list. If I'm out at a bar or something for after work drinks and someone invites me to an event in 2 weeks time and I can't bring my Hobonichi with me, I would then have to be like, oh, I'll let you know if I can go when I get home because I need to check my diary. And that is just very, very inconvenient. At least with Notion, with the app, I can click from my to-do list to my daily planner on my phone, add in whatever the thing is that I need to add in, and then it's done. And if I'm out on a Wednesday and Dan messages me and he's like, oh, hey, like when you are on the way home from work, can you please pick up some pasta for dinner? I can just add pick up pasta. It's just very easy having this on my phone as a reminder. I'm always looking at it, going in here to do things and see what I need to do. Especially if I ever feel restless or bored, I'm like, oh, I should check my to-do list or my diary, or I should check my Notion to see if there's anything I need to be doing, because I guarantee you there is. I just haven't thought of what it is yet. So that's my to-do list in Notion, how it kind of fits in with my daily planner, which is just a calendar in Notion. There are other views, but I never use it as these other views. I always only use it as a calendar view. And that's how I combine it all together. And you can actually, like I said, you can get this to-do list template for free. You can like change the cover when you get it, change the icon, everything you need to about it. And I will link that in the description of this video. If you do want to see any of my other Notion bits and pieces, like if you want me to go through how I do my video scripts, how I organize content to make, how I do my social media planner, even the stuff in my content teaching hub where I do walkthroughs of bits and pieces about content, please let me know. Happy to make videos about those. Otherwise, thank you. Bye.